Okay, I apologize for that. Hold up, I think so. I don't think where is... Some of these settings didn't quite save. Here we go. Alright. Do we have signal? Do we have signal? Okay, we have signal on that end. I need to check the Twitch. I need to check Twitch side of things. My computer really did not like that. Really did not like that. Hmm. Oh, hello. Yeah, you're not the person I expected, but a welcome one nonetheless. Hello, Maxi Boy 1235. Are we still? Hold on, I'm just doing some checking before I actually continue. Just making sure. Okay. I am doing good. How about you? I'm fine. Good to hear. Okay. Anyways, I am working on a game called Marblin. It's a passion project of mine that has been in development for 3 years. And I eventually hope to get it onto a platform like Steam after I finish working on the Roblox version. Because at that point, I practically have the entire game, like, would have the game finished and whatnot, so porting it would be... The only difficulty would be converting everything to a new coding format. Probably thinking of using the Ogre rendering engine, and on top of some bindings for getting Luau working. I pressed play, I meant to move it. Why marble? Good good question. I don't know. That's honestly a hard question to actually answer. That's not something I thought of really. I don't know. I think I just saw like Super Monkey Ball one day and thought, game seems neat. I want to make my own version, and thus Marblin was born. It was also sort of just because like the front page, it was full of like, I just wanted to make something unique that wasn't really using regular Roblox avatars. Yeah, a lot of the streamers I've gotten to play test have enjoyed the game. Some more than others. If anything, my honest request to any... Hello, Trojans. We got a small audience ongoing. I sort of want to do a back and forth kind of thing. I wonder. I know the first. I'm new to the whole PNG tubing things, so I can't really give advice. I'm also not really one who's good at giving advice, though I usually can try. This puppet, if you will call it, was created like only yesterday. Our assets made by me. What I'm trying to do is have back and forth. I know it's capable of going like downhill, but what about uphill? Welcome back, Snis. My whole entire like desktop had a reset. It's not like a blue screen of death reset, but it was like it just like too much was going on and it just kind of broke everything. Kaboo. Yeah, pretty much. Without any like crashes or anything. It wasn't actually too bad, but still. Let's like. No, I guess I missed the spot here. Yes, we did go kaboom. Alright, okay, a bit of story time. For the longest time, my PNGTuber was more so just a set of five people. Dang, that's a bit of that's kind of, I feel like that's a bit of an all-time high. I feel like I've had like one stream that has had more. Honestly, my hope is that like if I ever do a Project Arrythmia stream again, which I probably will in the decent future, I'm hoping to have at least some form of decent viewership for that because I adore that game, but God, it's hard. It's hard to get the attention of people when you're playing like niche games. Literally nobody on planet Earth knows about. That's the base. What's funny is that there's already a shop. But it's not called shop, it's called store. Yeah. Don't worry about the avatar breaking, that just happens. Okay, my question. Does it go uphill? Will it blend, they say. Will it blend? Yeah, I can show it in a bit. Oh my gosh, it goes uphill! It goes uphill! It works! I don't even need to like have add an additional set of conditionals for it. It just goes uphill. However, because all this stuff is on the client side of things, is based on delta time. Sometimes the saw blades do get a little how do the modern day kids say it? Quirky. Like sometimes the saw blades will literally either just stay in the air longer than they should, or heck, just straight up clip through because their physics are based on raycasting. I think I might change it so that this wall is actually just a few unit. Or no, change of immediate change of plans. I'm going to add a thanks. To add a bit of a I guess a dead zone at the very end to I guess catch the saw blades. Honestly, like, my one hope is to eventually have, like, it's a maybe. Fun fact, there's a scrapped ability for the ball to have, blasters, believe it or not. It's like it's in very old builds, there's no videos about it, but it does exist. What's funny is that the code for said functionality still exists in game, but is not. But much like every other legacy thing, does not function. First, I store it here in. Not really in. I mean, the old level setup was kind of, if you compared to everything else. I'm actually, hold on, let me do a check. Oh, here we go. It does. Like, this was 2013, I want to say. Like, I guess. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I want to see if I can actually do, like, quick detour to actually, because if I have the code here, it does technically still exist. The functionality is all just disabled. Also, what sucks is it's all server sided. Like, it's all server sided. None of it is local. Eh. I don't think any of the Okay. Actually, I'll do a replica of it. Like, I'll do a dummy replica. I gotta, like, close all these. Okay, so let's say we have our ball here. If I go to replicated first, if I pull the blaster, if I get the blaster coil, where is it? Ah, here it is. So, oh wait, why is it locked? All right, coil, specifically blaster coil. Was it really that small? Dang. Actually, no. The mesh does exist within the mesh. The models still exist within within the quote-unquote files. If I get the Coil Blaster... If I do this... Oh, wow, that is fitting. Okay, so this is the model. This is what's called the Coil Blaster. It's an unused mode for the marble. If anything, I could actually I could probably use the some of the code from the Coil Blaster to actually get hats working. I'm honestly not sure how hats would work entirely, though. I'm thinking like it would probably be like a physics thing where your direction kind of leads the hat. Obviously it would have like a small amount of delay. Anyways. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Making the hats float seems like the best approach because reasons, I guess. Actually, I do. What's funny is hat functionality does exist in game, much like the Coil Blaster, but it's like a bit more functional than. Well, at least, now that I have a level, I guess. Real detour for hat implementation. I will probably implement hats at a later point because the priority is getting the new set of levels out. Hats. The only hat here currently is the jester cap. Though I might add I have a friend who was like the first one ever to beat Host, Highway of Small Trials. So he's getting a special hat because of that. Also, he's a good friend of mine. Is it like vibes or something? Kinda. But okay, hold on. I'm derping out a little base. If anything, one thing I would definitely try and change eventually. That's who that is. Who? Oh, I'm a little confused. If we're talking where is... I'm not sure if hats actually fully function or if it's just going to spit like a few dozen errors at me. No, it didn't spit errors. Cool. Wait, what? The hat actually... Oh my gosh, the hat code still works! It's buggy, but it works. Actually, I have a better idea for the name of this level. It's not going to be called Rolling Blades. Baking Blades. That's a silly name. Oh right, I was also going to implement. No, that works. Again, hats are low priority. I actually do like want to focus on designing the levels themselves. So the whole BTS stuff will be at a later point in time. I want to try at least have some decent priorities. I might also like switch over to another game, maybe. Also, who knows? Actually, and the viewership died down. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'm gonna put on some of the actual like game soundtrack. Where is Nocti? Oh yeah, I will like I in the Marble and Discord. I'll make sure to actually put like links to artists that I've used music from. It's always good to cite. It's always good to provide some sources. Really hoping this works. I might actually stop talking for a bit because I do get a little lightheaded from it talking a lot. I am a yapper, but I do also have my limits. Oh my god. Hi, Top Hat Man. Where is it? There we go. All good, all good. Oh, right, the enemy! Right, I forgot. I forgot to actually show the enemy. Hold on. A buddy of mine. Alright, here's the enemy. It's... I'm also streaming this on YouTube, so... Oh my god, it's such a silly model, I love it. It's a room. Don't worry. I'm just chuck this into enemies for now. Okay, how it worked originally was like it would have very slow tracking, but at the same time, like such a good, yeah. I mean, in a factory setting, it honestly perfectly fits. And I think it might be a good like final addition to the factory set of levels. So if I'm going for like, I want to say maybe like 15 to 20 levels per theme. So ruins, factory, desert, Fortress. Fortress is like the hardest one to actually design for because of how detailed the parts of the design set are. True. I think this might be like one of the few levels I can actually probably make a fast variation for, because it's on a timer base. Actually, I have a genuinely dumb idea. Hold on. I'm going to. What happens if I did? Yeah, Crimson Fortress is where everybody in the alpha fought against the Wizmord. Each area, technically speaking, has a name, more so the more recent ones. All right, let's see. All right. That's a lot of objects. Okay. Stop running it. I need to actually I need to delete the no, not delete. I need to make it so that the saw blades get deleted if they last for either too long or they fall below the fallout zone. Let's see. Hazard. Not sure how delayed the stream is. Alright, so if... Oh, I have Spotify also, and that's why I keep hearing additional audio. I'd like to close Spotify. There we go. Okay. A player prop session. Find first child. Game dot players dot local player dot user ID. In case that in brackets. To string. Where was it located again? Fallout height. Game. All right, when that happens, that should hopefully delete the I'm expecting like an error or two. Nope, no errors. Awesome. Eh. Mini saw blade. If I wanted to, I could also straight up just make it so that the saw blades also spawn multiple times, but no. All right, this seems like a pretty good introductory level to soft play. Are we sure about that? Actually, this is like a good performance test. Hold up, are they clipping through the... Oh my god, they're clipping through the... They are clipping through the wall. That's, no good. Where is that? Let me see. Welcome back. I'm not sure if I forgot to properly implement that specifically? Question mark. Oh, wait. You didn't miss much. I think I'm probably a fool. Let's try bumping, up. A lot of saw blades spawning, but not much actually moving. They're all getting instantly destroyed the moment they get a smidge of velocity. That's... I'm not sure if... I changed how the velocity system worked. By changing that, I have also kind of screwed over the detection system for collision, because the collision on saw blades is custom made. It doesn't use Roblox's collision. Well, I mean it does, but its own collision system is custom made. It's a pain because I had it working prior and then it just stopped. Urgh. I might, I'm going to need to make a dummy node for this. No, I'm an even bigger fool than I thought I was. No, I realize how much of a fool, how much of a muppet I am for this. Dang it. Okay, I realized that because of how I set it up, the C-frame itself is not even set up properly, so the collision detection doesn't even work in the first place. Of course, it's not going to work now because of duh. God. Ah. Pain. Nothing but pain. Up and now straight up there. Not even spawning. I hear the ovens registering the spawning, but not. I hunger. Oh god damn it. I'm an even bigger fool than I thought beforehand. It's worse. It's... What? The game is... Yeah, not surprised. No, the game eating it so would be a wow true statement without any weight. Without any weight. What if I just do... I think what's going on is... It's one of the cases where instead of it moving forward via the negative Z and the Z for... no, it's the... Okay. Yes. Good. That's how I... Yes, that's... Wait, no, I mean, it's... No, I'm an even bigger fool than I thought I was. Damn it. I realized my utter tomfoolery of this, and where is that? Because I'm getting the position itself and not the actual like stuff. What I need to actually do is set the position of the raycast origin to be the saw itself. Well, goody two-shoes, that works. Of course that works. I don't get far, but it works nonetheless. Great. I mean, hey, that is true. Okay, I need to see where the heck this raycast is being casted to. Because if I can, that'd be great. And I'm just... Okay, if it's not, no. Make dummy node, set it to the ray 2 position. I'll make it cyan just so it sticks out. And because there's a lot of these spotting, I at least get a general idea of where the deletion point is coming from. Okay. Ah, I see. Up, game frame rate suddenly just dropped, and the saws have been released. That's okay, because I swear I set it up. I'm gonna have it so that if it's at minimum a position. Oh hey, getting somewhere. Okay, so they are spawning, but you know what? We're gonna set it 2 units above. What the heck? I think I need to spawn less saw blades. Or at least have them spawn at a more consistent rate. Trust me, this stuff will hurt the brains of non-programmers. All I'm doing is trying to get a velocity for a... Actually, that's not the issue. The issue is I need to be able to see where the actual heck where the heck the actual you know, node is being processed to. Okay, I'm just gonna make another one called C3. Uh, that's a head scratcher. Okay, I think it's finally working. I think it's finally work. However, to add a bit of leniency to the saws, I'm going to instead have the tracking point be moved back, so the saws can clip just a little bit. Okay. I think I need to raise it up just a bit more. Just a little bit more. Let's try this and see if it works. The issue is definitely like saws going uphill. That's for sure. Actually, I think if anything, I need to have 2 raycasts to do a full check to make sure that that if they're the same and well, if both of them are like less than and all right, let's see if this works. Here's hoping. I have a feeling that the what happens if I'm wondering why I said it's a 0.6 when it should have been 0.5. I'm wondering if that would change anything or the result stays the exact same. I'm also going to raise the, make the wall, make the stopping walls just a bit thicker. Yeah. There's a certain way to do it, and it involves it involves not jumping between platforms. That's all. Hold on, where is it? Okay, these three moving platform, or this set of moving platforms, don't when you're playing them, don't jump between them. Instead, follow one set. Way before. If you're wondering time frame, this was before Mars Spookin' was created. Huh. Wait, who? Sorry if I'm... Alright, that seems pretty good for introduction to saw blades. I will reduce the timer though. Just cause having 1 second is like not really enough for new players. Alright then, let's see it in action. If anything, I think I might just... Yeah, okay. I will, I'll also raise the Fallout zone. Because the default is 200. I don't actually need these end bits, so that provides a bit of... Awesome. That would be 1-7. Okay, this level has way too much time given to it, so yeah, this is more so a later level in the game, so instead I'm going to kind of just push players along with it. I'll just send there and I already have like several bosses planned. Seriously speaking, internally, there's three, four so far, but we don't talk about the fourth one. The other three the other three functional in previous versions. I don't think I have a version that has them supported. Except for one, but that one's currently being reworked for the release of beta. Actually, no, it's missing from here, but okay then. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you should go do that. Hold on, I'll be right back. Gotta check something real quick. The return. I think I'm gonna switch things up and instead go for... I'm gonna probably change games. I've been doing this for just a little bit. Switching games now to something else. I'm trying. Fan. Right. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? I could like. Actually, no. I kind of have a feel. I know what I'm doing. I'm just wondering. Did I know levels? Give me a second. We're changing up games. Maybe recently, like... As you should. Alright, time to change the stream title because we are going to open Project Arrythmia. It's fan-freaking-tastic. You know what? I think this will be a first. Alright. I need to change the game itself and whatnot, as well as tags too. So if you'll excuse me, I have some stuff to fix. There we go. Okay, cool. I should Alright, plugging in the controller. Why is... Hold on, I'm just going to do a little bit of... Here, if that's fine. Okay, so like moving... Ah, crap, I messed some stuff up. Yeah, I know, I'm aware of that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna run with it. We're gonna run with it. Okay, cool. So, hello, Trike. Game's loading. Gotta get the audio channels and whatnot set up, so... I'm gonna let it boot up. I'll probably get like a queue set up for like the levels to play. There's no joke levels or anything. Also, no master difficulty. Unless like specified otherwise, I ain't certainly taking a bit. I might need to go refill my water bottle eventually. I mean, it is empty now, but still. Usually it doesn't take this long. Do I have that many levels subscribed to, or? Honestly, I hope not. Gosh darn it. Technical difficulty moment. Checking Discord in the meantime. Ooh, okay, this is probably like the first time it's taken more than just a bit to load. I'm gonna restart the game. Yeah, I'll just put the controller down because this was working yesterday. It was working yesterday. I think it was also working this morning, so I have no idea why it's taking a bit to load. I'm checking Task Manager. Why is it taking so long? I hope it's not like accidentally like. No, I was working on it like 7 in the morning. Wish you luck. Wish you luck. I have no idea what I did, but I did something and now it's not loading. That's not. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to load it without mods. Uh-oh. Just the game. Oh, File Explorer just stopped. File Explorer is not working. Oh boy. I think the stream might freeze again. I'm probably gonna hit restart before I'm hitting the restart task. Surprisingly, I don't think doesn't look like anything broke. I don't. This is like the first time I've actually. This is like the first time Project Arrythmia has actually struggled to boot up. What the What the Huh? Okay. You know, let's just try this again. Okay, I'm gonna boot it up without. Yay, multiplayer. And it's doing it again. Hold on. I'm gonna do I'm gonna verify the integrity. Pain. Duplicate tab. Oh, I did something. Something. Oh. Maybe I don't want to, but I might restart my computer. That or it's gonna you know, I'll give it a bit, and if it doesn't like load. Let's. I think this might be a restart for my computer, so see if let's see if that changes anything. All right, making sure stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm restarting my computer.